Hi everyone. I hope you're all good. I hope you're doing well. Um, Let me just get straight to the business of the day and why or what is the purpose of this video. Okay. And I hope it will be helpful to people who want to become Uber drivers, because today we're gonna learn on how to become an Uber driver in South Africa. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this video is because when I started with my application, I searched on YouTube. I could not find anything. I could not find any direction on how to, go about the whole process. So I'm thinking that this video might help someone out there. Okay, so if you keep on seeing me looking down, is because I have my notes on this notebook here. Okay, I have my notes on this notebook, so that's why I just keep on looking down so that I don't lose direction um on exactly what needs to happen. So I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as I can. So what I did is, today we're gonna do step one. All right, this is only for obtaining your PRDP. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through all the steps. I'm gonna do step one today, and then the next video will be step two until we are done. Because if I do everything in detail, it's gonna take long, and I don't want you to get bored. Okay, so let's get right to it. So step one, as I said, it will be you obtaining your PRDP, of which is a South African Professional Driving Permit. Okay, so with this one, when you are about to apply, you must not have a criminal record in the past 5 years, and also you must have a driving license already, so for you to apply. So the next thing is, you go and book your slot. You know that these days it's all about booking, so you have to book your slot or to reserve your slot. So you need to book online on Atleast. I don't know if you have heard about Atleast. I'm just gonna pop a link below, right, for the Atleast, where you will register and create a profile, then you do your booking there. So once you're done booking online, you need to download a form called a medical form, of which you take to the doctor for the doctor to confirm that you are physically fit for driving. So when you go to the Inatis website, when you scroll down, you'll be able to see a smaller text, which will just say forms. So that's where you click and you download them. So to make things easy for you, okay, unless if you want to just check if the form has changed, I'm just gonna put a link down below again for the form, for you to get the form. Thank me later. Okay. And then after that, once you have your medical health certificate that you get from the doctor, either the GP or, yeah, I don't know which doctor you use. I'm not sure if at the public hospital or clinic they can fill out the details for you, but you can try. I use the GP. And then, so you also need to get an eye test letter, like, that letter from the optometrist that confirms that you can see. Or if you want to avoid paying, you can just do the test when you get there. But you know how our traffic departments are. So I would advise you to get that eye test letter, because I think with that one I spent like 80 rand to get the letter. And then moving right along, so now you have the medical health certificate, you have the eye test letter. Now you need to make a copy of your ID. So even if it's not certified, just a copy of your ID. And then you need to have at least 4 ID photos, guys. So on the 4 ID photos, I spent like around 60 rand or 80 rand, but I think it was 60 rand, yeah. And then I got I think I got even like 6 photos. So that's how they were coming out of the camera. So I got 6, of which was extra. And then you also need to have at least 100 rand plus, yeah, because you will pay plus or minus 100 rand. So you need to have maybe at least, let's just say not 100 rand, let's say you need to have maybe 200 rand in your account, because now in Joburg, I'm not sure if it applies to all the licensing departments, but in Joburg you have to use your card to pay. They're not accepting cash. So at least in your bank card you need to have like at least 200 rand, so that you are able to, you know, continue with the process, because you would have to pay some amount. So once you're done, once you have all these things ready, then because you've already booked your slot, you go straight to your nearest licensing department where you've booked your slot. Then you get there, you do your application. So they're gonna give you a form that you need to fill. So after filling the form, then you're gonna just attach the medical health certificate, your ID copy, and then the eye test letter that you're gonna get, right? So yeah, and then you just have your photos in handy and the money that I spoke about in handy. And then after that, someone is gonna check obviously your forms if they're complete, and then you go to the cashier. Then the cashier will just print out some document, I think, and then also check if your forms are complete. Print out some document of which will indicate to you that you need to do a fingerprints clearance on any branch of the listed banks. So I think the ones that I remember, because I used ABSA, so I think Capitec was there. I'm not sure about FNB, probably it was there. So, but yeah, that letter or some of form of a form, it will have some sort of like a guidance to say which banks you can do a payment for the fingerprints clearance. Ooh, guys, it's so hard. So like, I'm feeling so tired. Forgive me. And then so once you've given the cashier the form, right? So you will then have to pay like 96 rand or 100 rand. I don't know, because last year I paid 96 rand, and then they gave me back the form so that I can go to the nearest bank and do the payment of 110 for fingerprints clearance, right? And then after that you wait for 10 working days. So you will only go back to the license department once the 10 working days has elapsed, okay, after you have made the payment at one of the banks that they would have indicated. So yeah, guys, that's about it. And then what else? So after the 10 days, what happens is you go back to the license department, and now that is a very easy process. So you go back, then they process the application on the system. You need to have at least 300 rand or 400 rand on your bank account, because now on that day you can also get your temporary driving license. So you're gonna get your temporary PRDP. So you need to have some money for that payment. So, and also you have your photos in handy, because they will need them. So that's about it, guys. So I think like with my process, when I trace back, I started from the 21st of December, and by the 23rd of January, my PRDP card was ready for collection. So yeah, guys, so the amounts that I used, so it was the first for that letter eye test, it was 80 rand. Then also used 60 rand for the photos, and then fingerprints clearance I paid 110, and then when I went back I paid 300 rand. Okay, so hopefully this video will be helpful to someone. That was step 1 of the whole process. So yeah guys, see you on the next video. Bye.